All right. Welcome, you guys, to our just really, really quick lunch and learn that Kenna and I were talking last week. And we are really passionate about growing our teams and just helping serve more women and create that ripple effect in our businesses. And so we are chitty chatty. We've actually been sitting here talking a lot, but we had to stop so we could do this call. But we just have fun together, and we wanted to share with you about our teams, about what we do as coaches, a lot about like who we're looking for, how we can help you build a business from home. And so we are just going to take 30-ish minutes and do that. And I just want to welcome you to this call, whether you're on here live or you're watching the recording back. I have no doubt that you are watching this for a reason. I have no doubt that God crossed our paths in some way. And so like we just don't take this opportunity, this responsibility to share this business lightly. And so you have been invited here because we saw something in you that we felt like would make a good coach. So listen, ask us questions if you have them. Don't be shy about sharing your fears and things like that, but let's just go ahead and get started. So I am, if you don't know me, I am Rachel Mitchell. I am McKenna's kind of like grandma coach, right? She's a couple of coaches down from me is what we say. And I am just a Southern girl. I live in Mississippi. I'm a mama to two wonderful little boys. Henry is 10. Milo's going to be 9 next week. And I've been married to Matt, my husband, for 15 years. Definitely have a tumultuous history with health and fitness. Not a lot of things in my story I'm not proud of, but I really feel like they're part of my story for a reason. So I never really struggled with gaining weight until after I had kids, but I really struggled with image and definitely self-control when it comes to eating and taking care of my body. In high school, normal size, probably restricted myself a little bit just to fit in with the crowd. In college, I drank way too much, ate way too much, developed a short-term eating disorder. And then whenever I got married and had children, I was in a good mindset, healthy mindset. But when I was nursing, I could eat massive volumes of food. Like I burned so many calories, it's crazy. And I was so skinny, but I was eating like Big Macs and cookie dough and things like that and just couldn't get enough calories. And so I look back and I see that during that time, I really developed like a unhealthy relationship with food. But more than that, like I definitely developed a habit of just eating in massive volumes of food. And so when I stopped having children, stopped nursing, and I got older, I found myself gaining weight, and I knew that food was a problem. So I didn't want to do it the wrong way. I didn't want to drink Slim Fast. I didn't want to do anything extreme or something that I couldn't sustain. And so I personally Googled portion control, found the 21-day fix. It had just come out about that time. I didn't know that. Ordered it, skipped over Shakeology, didn't have a coach, just started the program at home. Well, after the first week, I was like, oh my gosh, this is doable. Like, this is doable. I need to find some more recipes, meal plans. And I Googled 21-day fix meal plans, found my coach's blog, asked her if I could be in her challenge group. She let me in. And then, like, honestly, that was a huge transition point in my life. I didn't know it at the time, but God had opened a door for me to be here 5 years later telling you about this amazing coaching business. And so I started as a coach in August of 2014. I was a full-time college history instructor, had 2 small children. But I wanted to tell more people about this program, this system, this thing that had changed my view of health and fitness, and it helped me lose the weight that I needed to, but also just become a more confident wife and mom and follower of Christ in my choices. And so I started to share my story, started to drink Shakeology. I started to show up on social media every day, started to invite to my challenge groups, and really just I built my business one day at a time. I was not your like most just obvious successful coach. Like I was very shy. I was introverted. I didn't use social media. I didn't know anything about apps or filters or running a group or building a business, but I showed up to learn. And I plugged into my new coach training and I listened to my coach and I did what she told me to do. I was very coachable and my business grew a little bit at a time. And so here I am 5 years later. I was able a year and a half ago to go part-time just to teach one class a week at my college, which I loved. I love doing that. I hold on to that because I like to do that. But I'm home. I get to be home on a Wednesday afternoon to do this call. I get to pick my kids up from school and take them to school and go to their programs and go to their parties. And that was a life that Matt and I really envisioned and dreamed of. And so now I am on a mission to help do that for other women, to help other women do that for themselves. I can't do it for other people, but I surely can teach you how and show you what to do to build a business just like McKenna and I have. And so that's what we're going to talk about today. We are going to share with you what we do as coaches, how we earn an income, what our trainings are like, and who we're looking for when it comes to growing our team. And it may just be you. Who knows? We pray about it, and we hope that you are too. So now I'm going to let McKenna introduce herself, and we'll keep going.
Hi, I am McKenna Boyer. Like Rachel said, I am her granddaughter coach. So I am originally from Oregon. I currently live in Utah. I have 2 kids. They are 3 and 1.5, and one is right here. She's hanging out with me. The other one's sleeping. So I have an interesting relationship with health and fitness as well. So growing up, I was always a little bit bigger. I had asthma, so like running and doing anything physical just sucked. And it wasn't until high school I also had a brief run-in with an eating disorder, and I lost a bunch of weight. And that was ironically a really big turning point for me, where I realized, one, that I could lose weight and that it could feel good, but then I also didn't want to ever go down that road again. So I tried to find healthier ways to maintain and stay healthy and find what healthy actually looked like for me. And so ever since then, I have struggled mentally with the balance between like being too big and being too little and trying to find a happy medium. And I was doing great until I got married. So all through college, super active. But then I started having kids. And with my first baby, the weight came off pretty easy. And that's actually when I started doing Beachbody, was after I had my first. And that was about this time of year. I did a Thanksgiving group, actually. It was my very first one. Of 2016. So my baby was 8 months old. I only had like 10 pounds to lose. I'd been stalking my coach for like a year because she'd been pregnant the same time I was, and she was working out every day, and I didn't know how she did it. So I started doing, I also started with 21 Day Fix, and I also did yoga, and it was awesome. And I did it for a while, and then I got pregnant again. And after my second baby, I had gained a lot more weight, and the transition to 2 kids was really hard for me. And so I had kept doing Beachbody on and off through that pregnancy, but not super consistently. And so after I had Brooker, I was more depressed than I'd ever been in my entire life. I did not like my kids a lot of the time. I felt really resentful because I felt like I couldn't do anything but like feed them and maybe brush my teeth. And so that's when once I hit 6 weeks postpartum, I started exercising, and I got back on Beachbody. And during that time, I found my coach, Ashley, who was a friend of mine from high school. And she was starting a group, and I was like, hey, I have all the things already, but I'd love to be in your group. And she's the one that asked me, hey, have you ever thought about coaching? And I was like, you're really funny. Like, what are you talking about? But once she said it, I literally could not get it off of my brain. And so I like mulled it over for a few weeks. But I knew that God was like, hey, this is it. Go do it. And I'm getting goosebumps talking about it because it was so not ever what I would have imagined myself doing. I love health and fitness, and I've always loved taking care of our bodies. But I never expected, especially with where I was at, right? I was 50 pounds overweight. I could barely get myself dressed every day. And had this little person to take care of. And how on earth could I ever help other people? But I knew that I needed to do it because God put it on my heart, and I like literally could not get it off of my brain. So that was in September of 2018. I need you to be quiet if you're going to sit by me. And this is what we do, right? We just make it work with life. I know. Okay, I'll get you a snack. Okay, so that was a year and a half ago, so June of 18. And I haven't looked back, and it's been awesome. I really needed coaching. For me started as like my own kick in the pants. Like it was just a way for me to stay accountable to myself. And I honestly didn't think I'd ever make it into a business. I just wanted to like cover my Shakeology and, but it's been life-changing. It's been really cool to come together with other people and to show that something that I thought was impossible really is possible. And I'm finally starting to like actually earn money, and it's been cool to be able to, like, we had a car seat that we bought last week that we had been waiting for to save up for, that I was able to help with, and just little things that make a big difference. And part of the reason that I coach is to help women be their best selves, because I hated that I resented my kids, because they don't deserve that. They don't deserve for you to resent them. And so for me, taking care of myself physically and spiritually and mentally, and having people to lean on and people to show up for, is what saved me from that and has made me a better mom and to be able to enjoy them better. And so that's why I coach, and I want to share that with other people and help them enjoy life instead of just surviving and being in survival mode all the time. So that's why I'm here, and I'm excited to see where it can take you.
That's awesome. Your story gives me goosebumps too. So I'm going to talk really quickly a little bit about like what a coach actually is. You obviously follow us and you see us, and you may even be in our boot camps. And so you see a lot of what we do. And really and truly, aside from a few extra things on this sheet, this is like our business guide for a week. We share our stories. Like, we make our health and our fitness a priority, and we show up for ourselves and for our families, like McKenna said. And we drink our shake, not because it's part of our job, but because we believe in it and it helps us. And for me personally, drinking Shakeology for 5 years has increased, improved my hormones. I suffered really bad from premenstrual dysphoric disorder, which is just like PMS on steroids is what I say. It helps my hormones a ton. It has also lowered my cholesterol. Pre-babies, before I had babies, I used to be on cholesterol meds in my early 20s, and doctors just told me I was always going to be on them. Like, it was hereditary and that I just might as well get used to it. So I was like, dang it, before I get back on that medicine after I have kids, I'm going to do everything I can not to. And Shakeology helps. My cardiologist drinks Shakeology. He sees it. He saw what it did for me. And so it is a legit vitamin-packed, superfood-packed meal replacement shake. So it's cool that I get to drink a vanilla shake for my job every day, honestly. And I work out every day. And so taking care of our bodies is honestly part of our job, right? And so taking it up one step further, we just share our stories. We post in our stories on Instagram. We post once a day on Instagram or Facebook, and we just tell the God-given story that we have. And honestly, coaching has also, I know for McKenna and myself, has become a platform for us to share our faith in ways that we never, ever did before. And so, like, whatever you're passionate about, whatever interests you, whatever lights your fire, coaching can become that platform for you as well. And so we show up daily, we share our stories, we run monthly accountability faith and fitness groups where women come in, they start doing the workout programs we're doing, they start drinking Shakeology, they start setting goals, and we teach them how to meal plan, teach them what God's word says about our bodies. And we really just link arms. We've become this huge community of women who are fighting for our health, fighting for our families. And so we're sharing that story publicly. We're inviting people to our challenge groups privately and through some of our social media content. But we're really behind the scenes every day, just reaching out to women who we just feel led to invite, right? It started with my family, with my friends, my coworkers. They were the first people that I started to invite. And then as my social media following grew, that was part of our business strategy. My coach taught me how to use social media and how to grow so that my level of influence continued to grow. And so every month I set a goal since August 2014 to help at least 3 women get started in a boot camp. And be a part of my virtual fit family, essentially. And so above that, we also obviously, like we're doing now, we like to invite other people we feel like we would want to work with, that we think would make good coaches, that we think have a lot of integrity and purpose and a voice, even if you feel like you might not yet. We invite people and we teach them, we train other coaches how to do that. And so as we grow, our business grows, our reach grows, our influence grows, as well as we build an income and a business. When people join our boot camps, we earn commission off of purchases that people make. As our team grows, we earn bonuses and things like that. But I'm going to get into that a little bit more in just a minute. McKenna is going to talk to you really about like how she's used her story and how she has worked from home around her kids and her family to grow her business.
Okay, so kind of like Rachel said, you are your story and your message, and you are your biggest proof that what you do works. And so one thing I love about coaching is that if I do nothing else, part of my job is to take care of myself, like Rachel said. And so even on bad days where, kids are sick or things just happen or you're kind of sick, just like eating well and showing up for yourself and working out and working in is part of your job. And so having that has really helped be kind of my core message, right? Is that like taking care of yourself. And for me, yeah, like I said, I have 2 toddlers. And so my time is really not my own during the day. I have before they wake up and nap time, and sometimes after they go to bed. And so for me, it's all about pockets and all about being really intentional. And so I try really hard to not work when they're with me so that I can be fully present. It doesn't always happen that way, but I sure try. So for me, getting up early has been life-changing, and just trying to really focus on people and relationships has also gone a long way for me. We will teach you how to be genuine and not salesy, because that was one thing that I didn't like either, because I've never done anything like Beach by 4 with an MLM or anything. And so I believe in these products, and so it makes it so much easier to share them and help other people start on them when you believe in them. So you're not salesy because you love it, right? Like if you find your favorite cookie somewhere, you're just going to go shout from the rooftops. You're not going to feel like you're selling people on this random thing. So that has been awesome too. Just showing people that I love it and it's helped me and how it's changed my life. And like I said, I lost 55 pounds in the last year and a half. And most of that's been from cleaning up my eating and just being consistent. And it's not like I did anything crazy. Like I didn't take some magic pill. I didn't like run 10 miles a day. Like it really is just small choices that add up, that are consistent. And when people see that you're going to show up every day, they want to come join you, right? Like they want those people who they know aren't on some fad thing. They're not just like on a, their next big thing, but they're sticking with it, and it's a lifestyle change. And so for me, that's been probably one of my biggest assets, is just the consistency. I've had people who I didn't even know were looking at anything because they didn't comment, but they'd be like, hey, I've been watching you for the last 6 months and I see that you're doing this thing. Can you tell me more about it? And so like people watch and they notice when you don't show up, and they notice when you do show up. And so being consistent and just making it a lifestyle really is the backbone of your business. And that is going to take you so far. And I'm in the middle of like growing pains in my business, where I'm small enough where I still get discouraged sometimes, but I'm growing and I can see the growth that's happened, that I can't give up, right? Like I know that it's going to happen, but keeping that momentum and being consistent is really key, and making it work with your life so that it doesn't take away from your family. It doesn't take away from your kids, but it only makes you better to add to your family.
That's true. I'm going to share my screen, and we'll go off of these slides for the rest of the call, McKenna, just as a heads up. But I love what she said. I think there is a lot of integrity to this business, because we are doing something we believe in, and we never want anyone to be a salesperson. Obviously, you will sell things. That's how you make an income. But you're selling something you believe in, something that has not only changed your life, but has changed other people's lives. And so I love that she said that. So what makes us different? I want to tell you just a little bit about Team Take Heart, which is my team, and then McKenna's in that larger team. We definitely are not just salespeople. You know, you don't, if you go to our social media page, you're not going to see a lot of like stock photos of Shakeology and Beachbody, which obviously is the company that we've linked arms with. It's a great company, incredible company. I'm so proud to be a part of. But, you know, I am more than Beachbody. I am Rachel. I'm a wife. I'm a mom. I'm a teacher. I'm a, you know, like I said, a volume eater. I have high cholesterol. There's so much about my life that people can connect with. And that's the story I tell. We are a team that definitely points other people to Christ. We know we're not here and we're not boasting about our own abilities. We're boasting in the fact that God gave us this solution to our health problems, and he allows us, equips us with the voice, with the story to tell other people and to achieve the goals that we set for ourselves. We work really hard. We work really hard. McKenna works around her family. I worked in the mornings and on my lunch break and at night when I was building this business in the pockets of my day. And I don't regret working hard. I don't regret giving up TV shows. I don't regret giving up going to the mall on my lunch break. I don't regret, just listening to personal development on that drive to and from work. It was how I built my business. And now I have more freedom to build my business in my day. But we do work hard in the time that we have to build something that we believe in. We definitely set goals and go after them, but we definitely are a team that focuses on integrity, not taking other people's words, not offering a fake product, not saying, oh, Shakeology did this for me when it's not true, right? We tell the truth, we tell our stories, and we invite people to do this with us. And we're always growing and challenging ourselves as a team, not just individually, but as a team. And so I know you are curious about how we earn money. And that's an important thing. I don't want you to sign up as a coach and not understand this piece. So like I said before, we set a goal to help at least 3 people every single month get started in our boot camps with what we call a challenge pack, which is access to the workouts, and then Shakeology or Daily Sunshine or, Performance Line or something like that helps other people achieve their goals. When people enroll with us with the challenge pack, we earn a pretty big chunk, at least $50 on each pack. So right there immediately, if you hit that goal every month, you're earning $150. And then if people continue to order their Shakeology, or they order Energize, which is our like mama juice, or beach bars or something like that, then you earn 25% off of whatever that they purchase through you as their coach. So that's commission as well. When you duplicate what you do as a coach and you bring along 1, 2, 3, 4 other people to do it with you, then you start to actually earn bonuses from having a team and from impacting more people's lives. Okay, so the potential to earn an income, honestly, it just like knows no bounds. If you show up and you do the work and you're consistent in your business, like you're consistent in your health, and you go through our trainings and you do what we teach you to do, if you're coachable, then you will grow an income. I promise you that. Okay. Within a couple of 2-3 years, I was making more as a part-time Beachbody coach than I was as a full-time college history instructor. All right. Just because I was serving those 3 people every month. I was bringing people into my team who wanted to do the same. And Beachbody does not guarantee any level of success. It is definitely dependent on your efforts, what you put into your business, but the potential to earn is there. We do have monthly incentives, for hitting our goals. We do travel. We have team retreats, and you actually earn vacations and things from Team Beachbody for helping those 3 people every month. So the incentives are fun and it's great. And I love what we get to do, how they reward us. But honestly, my goal is to teach my team and my coaches to fall in love with the work that we do every day. And all that is just like icing on the cake. And in order to get started as a coach, you can sign up in a couple of different ways. The best way is with a challenge pack, because Beachbody will waive your $40 sign up fee when you sign up as a coach with a challenge pack, or you do have the option just to start your business with $40. Say if you already have Shakeology on Home Direct, If you already have the products and the workouts, you can just pay $40, but it's really best, even if you are a current customer, to just sign up with a challenge pack. There are no annual fees. There's no monthly quota. You don't have to sell a certain amount or they're going to kick you out. It's not like that at all, which is one of the reasons why I decided to become a coach. There is a monthly coaching fee. It's actually $15.95. I don't know why I have $16.95, but that just pays for your coach office and all the online stuff that you don't have to worry about. Like, you're not shipping products. You're not doing anything like that. Beachbody does that for you. Challenge pack signups are typically $160, but this month they're $140. So there's really no better. I mean, like, I signed up, $140 was my investment in my coaching business. I signed up in August, and by December of that year, I had earned over $2,000. So that investment definitely paid off, right? And so it's the lowest cost investment that you can make in a business, and the potential to earn is just incredible. So that's how you start. And McKenna is going to talk to you a little bit about what you can expect from us as a team when it comes to trainings and calls and leadership and things like that, because that's important for you to know as well.
Okay, can you hear me okay? Okay, so one thing that I love about our team is that everybody is so willing to share and to talk and to share resources. So we have an online training platform, and it is self-paced, which is amazing, which means you can go through it in 6 months, you could go through it in 6 days. I believe it's a 2-week training technique. Is that right, Rachel?
Yeah, you can do it in 2 weeks for sure.
Yeah. So, but it's amazing. It's a great resource, and I love that it's self-paced. So on there, it teaches everything from social media to how to share your story and how to take pictures and kind of all the nitty-gritty stuff that is a little intimidating sometimes. I know I didn't even have an Instagram until like 2 months into coaching, so I didn't know squat about that. Then there are also so many trainings. We do a weekly team call. And we do power hours together where we'll sit down and we'll do kind of like our daily basics together and share what's working for us or what's not, kind of bounce off each other. And those are really fun to do together. It's nice to kind of get different perspectives and see what types of messages are working for people, or what types of posts or stuff like that. And then there's also, I've been doing lots of push groups lately. And so as we grow and as you grow and get more confident in your skills, there will always be more training to help push you to the next level. And Rachel's been so good at that for me. She's been one of my biggest cheerleaders, and I definitely am not sure I'd still be here if she hadn't been, because there have been times where I am not sure that I can do this. And it's usually then that Rachel's like, hey, I see you're working, I see you're doing stuff, come join this thing with me and we'll teach you more. And so there really is no reason to fret about all of that stuff. There is training on all of the things, and even things that you haven't even thought about yet. So we don't need you to know things, and you don't need to know what to say or when to say it or how to edit pictures. You just need to come ready to share, and then everything else will be taught to you.
Yeah, that was really well said. You don't have to, we didn't come knowing all the things, did we? We just came willing to learn and take action, and it kind of just the hustle part. You need the mindset and the hustle part. Everything else will teach you how to do. So that's so true. And yeah, we have leadership retreats as you hit certain goals in your business. Actually we're planning, this is not even a leadership retreat, it's just like a fun team retreat. In January, we're planning to go to Nashville for whoever can make it. And we're going to rent a house and just hang out and attend what we have is like Super Saturday, where we learn about some new products and things and training. And that we just have fun. I mean, oh my gosh, we have fun. Like, even if it's just on a call, like we're all sitting in our living room and we're looking at each other like these, we just have a lot of fun. And these girls do absolutely show up and we share, which is so cool. So here just are a couple of options for how you can have a business, because this is not, Beachbody is not a one size fits all. And whatever level you want to go in your business is totally cool. I always tell coaches, I will meet you halfway. If you just want the discount and you want to be active in my challenge groups and you want to save 25% on your products and Shakeology and Sunshine and Energize and stuff like that, you can be what we call a discount coach. You don't actually do anything as a coach, you're just saving money. I came in as a part-time coach. I really just wanted to get my Shakeology paid for, help a couple of people, share with people I really cared about what I was doing and what was working. And that's how I started. I worked probably 1 to 2 hours a day. And then as I started to see the potential and I grew into this person that God was creating me to be, or calling me to be, he'd already created me. I was like, I want to build a business. So I started to work even as a full-time instructor. I started to work a little bit more on the weekends. I started to set aside time, like after my kids went to bed, to really focus on doing some more activities. And so I started working towards a full-time coach. And now, obviously, I am a full-time coach. Like, I am here at home and building this business more than I am away. And so you definitely get to choose the level that you want to go in this business. And whatever you decide, we will match your level of commitment, your level of intensity. We just ask that you come in and that you be coachable, that you trust us, that you trust the teachings and the trainings we give you, that you definitely make your business your own. No, we don't want you to come and copy me or McKenna or anybody else on this team. Yes, we're going to share lots of ideas, and yes, you can see what we do, but you have a voice. Like, you have a story that people need to hear, and we want you to share it as a coach. We definitely encourage you to get uncomfortable. I realized this last week lately that I've gotten a little bit comfortable in my business, like just doing the things I do every day. And I don't ever want to be comfortable. Like, I always want to be uncomfortable and push myself and grow and, set new goals, even if it's not just like a Beachbody goal, but it's a fitness goal, or set a goal to help my kids learn how to eat better. Like, I am always setting new goals. Why do I want to be uncomfortable? Because honestly, that's what makes me turn to God. That's what makes me say, Rachel, you can't do this on your own. You have to have me to help you, right? I don't ever want to rely on myself. And when I'm uncomfortable, when I'm growing, whenever I know why I'm here and why I'm showing up, that's honestly when my business grows the most. And so that's what we're encouraging you to do. And so that is it. Like, we want to know if you have any questions. Our new coach training is always open. And I just encourage you to stop and think about this. Like, are you like McKenna and I were? Like, do you have this little tug in your belly where you're like, I can't stop thinking about this. I can't stop thinking about it. I'm watching Rachel or McKenna, and every time I see them, I think, what if I could do that? And so think about what you could do with coaching. What goals could you achieve for your family and in your fitness? And just decide, like, hey, am I going to do it? Yes or no? It's a yes or no question. And honestly, I encourage you not to wait until Christmas or January. I think that any coach who starts now has the potential, one, to get started on your health and fitness journey, or keep going, to earn some money for Christmas, and also, more importantly, to set yourself up for when that healthy January craze hits. Because when people decide on January 1, they're going to make all these new commitments and resolutions, you know who they're going to go to? To you. If you've been posting, if you've been sharing your story, if you've been doing workouts and, like sharing recipes and things like that, they're going to think, oh, I want to go see her and see what she's doing, because obviously it's working, right? And so now is an incredible time to start your business, and we will help you do that. McKenna, do you have anything else?
Just pray about it. Like, if you're still not sure, go ask God, because he will tell you, and then do it. Like, just don't even, like Rachel said, it's a yes or no. There's no second guessing, and there's no specific question that could really make the difference. You know the answer, and we're excited to be on the journey with you.
Yeah, exactly. All right. So now your job is to reach out to the person that invited you here, because I know this is getting shared with some people other than just with us, just McKenna and me, some other people on our team. So reach out to the person who invited you here. Tell them you're ready. They will help you get started, and we will plug you in. You can jump in our coach training whenever you want to and get started. But we're really excited, and we're prayerful with you. So know that as well. All right, that is all we have. I'm going to say goodbye.